Hey everybody, what is up? Happy New Year to all of you. Thanks for joining tonight. My goodness, I've been in the chat. Wow, we have a really great crowd tonight. A lot of folks that I have met, a few new folks in there that I've never met before. So thank you for joining. It is 2021. You know, no matter what, you can't argue that last year was a weird year, and I'm looking forward to this year. There were a lot of great things that happened last year, by the way, so I'm not necessarily complaining about it, but I'm very happy that we all made it here to 2021, that we're all here together, and that we are still flying drones, And one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is some of the FAA rules that just came out. Not going to go into a whole lot of detail about those. I think there's some great videos. 51 Drones has a really good summary of the entire ruling. I think it was several hundred pages. I know Doc Murdoch, who is in the House, read the entire document as well. And Doc is very, very well versed in not only FAA stuff, but FCC stuff when it comes to like transmission of signals and stuff like that. So if you have questions about it, really, he'd be a great person to talk to. I want to give a big shout out to the flight crew. I see lots of people from the flight crew in the chat right now. I see Rick Halber. I see Jerry Calverley, I see Mappers2, I see Fly Natural, I see Chris Hope, I see Lone Star UAV, Joe Blaylock, Brad Alston, my brother Brad. And by the way, I do want to say, and hopefully I don't lose my audio when I do this, but this picture right here was taken by Brad at SpinDown last year. And this is the picture that I actually used for the, I used this picture for the thumbnail of this video tonight. So that was Dillon, Colorado. That was Lake Dillon, I think. Brad, you can correct me if I'm getting it wrong, but I think he took that the last day of the event. Obviously, there's probably snow up there now, but at the time, it was really pretty. A little windy, but really nice. So thanks, Brad, for that awesome picture. I don't even know if you knew that was your picture that I used, but I did want to say thank you for that. Again, I want to say thank you to the flight crew. If you notice the little icons next to the names, that's the Ready Set Drone flight crew. And I'm looking over at the chat over here on the side. I should probably put it more in front of me. But regardless, if you want to check out the flight crew, you hit join below and you can see what that's all about. Also, there's lots of cool icons that people in the flight crew have. If you guys could show a couple of the icons, that would be really cool. I did see Chris from Sunrise Water Media in the chat earlier. Chris was the creator of some of those icons. And so like the Big Al, the crocodile, the one that almost ate Ken Dono. Long story, but that one was created by Chris. There's one Texas drone flyers. Chris is an amazing graphic artist, and so I've been lucky to have him helping me create some of the icons for the flight crew. And by the way, and hey, Jay Santiago, right out of the gate with a 2021 super chat. I got to say thanks for that, man. I'm going to see if I can get a little applause going for that. Did I hit the applause button? Hold on, let me see here. I'm trying to run the special effects by myself. Oh, it's this one. No, it's this one. Yeah, there we go. There's those applause. Is that convincing? Anyway, Jay, thank you very much for the 2021 super chat. Roho Droner getting up there. Jerry getting up there with all the different icons that you can get. There's also Boozy Bob. He's the guy with the little thing going over the top of him. He was a character from Spin Up last year. And by the way, I am wearing the Spin Up Hero t-shirt tonight. I want to show you who else looks really good in this t-shirt. And I'm going to show you right here. This is Dennis Lovelady wearing the Spin Up t-shirt. I don't know if Dennis is in the house, but we have a special treat from Dennis coming up in just a little while during this program. So I'm excited for that. We're going to give away a drone later in the program. So Ricardo was asking about winning a drone. I'm going to have a trivia question for you, and you can win this 4K Dreamer Potenzic drone. And the first person, you'll have to email me the answer because sometimes I can't keep up with all the chats that come in. It'll be contest@readysetdrone.com. That's what we did last time for the last contest. And by the way, I don't know if everybody knows who won the last contest, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'll show you. I've already informed the winner that he won, but if you'll notice right here, we're going to get into this video. The winner... Did I put the winner down here? Was Mike Miller. Mike Miller was the first person with the right answer to send it to me. And what I'm showing you right now is a screen recording of me actually going through my emails the day after the contest and finding that Mike Miller was the first person to win. Now, Brad Alston got in there, and Michael Wright got in there. Michael Wright actually was at the meetup the next day too, so sorry he couldn't be there. Hey, and my super sidekick, Outdoorish, aka Philip, just sent a super chat for $9.99. Thank you, Philip. Anyway, the winner was Mike Miller. Mike, that was the Red Spark, and my Red Spark is still sitting in my office. I will get it shipped out to you this week. I just couldn't deal with all the craziness of Christmas and such, trying to get it shipped. So I will get it shipped out to you this week, and I'll send you a tracking number, etc. So you will have the Red Spark coming up very soon. By the way, I want to say hello to Jerry Calverley and to Chris Hope and to Chris Waters from Sunrise Water Media, who all came in to the studio for the last show. And Jerry Calverley did a great job of flying that red Spark here in the studio. John Taylor with the super chat. That's Mappers2. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Wow, we're off to a great start with the super chats tonight. I really appreciate it, especially 2021 and 2022. We've covered the next 2 years, so thank you guys. We've got drone shots in the house. Jody's out there. We've got my wife, Jody, also watching. We've got Fly Natural, Mike Miller. Yep. So, Mike, I will get that sent out to you. Again, sorry for the delay. It's just holidays and all that, but I'll get it mailed out very soon. So, with all of that said, I did, again, say thank you to Brad for that awesome picture that he sent. Let's see if we can find my man Philip and figure out where he is and what he's up to. So let's see if we can bring him in. Hey, Philip, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. You're looking good. I like that shirt.
Thanks. Yeah, I changed into it. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I wear Ready Set Drone shirts practically every day, and I never know which ones I've worn recently because I wear them so much. So I just hope that this isn't the same one I wore last month, But
you know, it's funny with drone shirts. I do have a lot of drone shirts, a lot of my own drone shirts, a lot of other people's drone shirts. But I do find that like the gray Ready Set Drone is probably the one I wear the most. I don't wear this shirt very often. As a matter of fact, I had to kind of find it. And again, this was from Spin Up. The heroes were the folks that really made the event possible. Everyone who was a hero should have gotten one of these shirts and a hat. And it also has all the sponsors on the back. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, Philip, where are you right now?
So I'm still in Galveston, but I moved to a different spot. So the spot that I was at was right next to a pavilion, and there would literally be drunk people there at midnight playing cornhole. They were screaming and yelling so loud, it was ridiculous. So I'm
Get off my
happy to
lawn.
have moved away from them.
So you live in an RV. So for those of you that don't know, Philip used to live here in Austin. We met a couple of years ago when he came out and actually met up with myself, Ken Herron, Chris Rollins. I'm trying to think who else was there. I think that might have been, and you and my son was there. Anyway, Philip and I have been friends ever since. He has been a part of this show, but he used to do it live. He used to come in here and we would do crazy things like set off confetti cannons. And now he's on the road in a fifth wheel. So tell everybody about Outdoorish real quick. Let's see if we can get you some more followers on Instagram.
Well, before I do that, can we just bring up the topic that we've only used the confetti cannon one time, and that was such an awesome invention that we could use again?
I do agree. It was. I don't know if you were there to help me clean up. I think you were, but it was quite a thing. I see.
Anyway.
Artco Drone Solutions, Ray Kelly, and 10 Toes in the house, and Bob Casey, and Eat More Possum. But I do want to say something to 10 Toes real quick. Good to see you, Tom. I actually was putting some stuff up on my shelf today, and I found your little token that you gave me, your little 10 Toes token that you gave me, and it's up on my shelf in my office now. It was in my backpack this whole time. It was in a pocket, and I didn't realize it was still there. So, and anyway, so hello, 10 Toes. So, what else have you been up to out there? How was Christmas on the road?
So it was all right. I basically just hung out with some friends virtually. Didn't do too much besides that. It's kind of nice not to have to visit family. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a double whammy this year. You're on the road, and I think COVID kind of slowed a lot of travel down for people as far as visiting family. So that's probably what would have happened anyway. But did you spend it at Galveston? You were in Galveston?
Yeah, we stayed in Galveston. It was nice and warm here relatively compared to going up north, and all my family's up north, so I have no desire to visit them during the winter.
And
no desire at all.
What is it like right now? Because we just had a big cold front blow through Austin.
We did. So before the storm that came in, we were around 70. So then there was that big storm that came in, I think, yesterday. And that basically just brought a cold front right behind it. And it's been chilly ever since. I think we had a high of 55 or 60 today.
Nice. Well, that's good, December weather, January weather.
Yeah, not too bad.
I want to say hi to Sean from Geeks Fauna real quick. Actually, Sean, I do want to say thank you for sending me that picture. I have to tell a quick story. I mailed a package to Sean, including one of these shirts, I believe, because he did an awesome job. And this is Geeks Fauna, by the way. If you don't know Geeks Fauna, look for it. Go subscribe to it. It's a great channel about drones and technology. Anyway, Sean, I emailed him a package in late September, early October. It arrived like 3 days ago. So what is that? Let's say it was October, November, December, almost January. It was 4 months it took to get there. And he said that it had a customs marking from New Zealand. So that's pretty funny. Yeah. And he's in England. He's in Surrey, England. So anyway, let me give it let me see. What can I get there? Yeah, I don't know. So let's talk about your newest prize, or I wouldn't call it a prize, your newest toy, perhaps. Let's talk about this thing here. What is this that you're driving around?
Oh, that is the 2020 Yamaha. I actually think it's 2021 Yamaha Drive 2. It's a nice burnt orange color. And where you're actually seeing it right now is the West End Beach near Galveston. So this is basically just a huge open area that you can drive cars and dirt bikes and all kinds of stuff. There's some dunes in the background that I might or might not have taken the golf cart over. It's kind of legal, so I'm not going to disclose any further information. But it's basically just like a huge off-roading playground. There's a beach area that you can go off to the side. It's a really awesome area to go to, and it's basically about 5 miles away from me. So it's pretty nice.
So is that an electric or a gas-powered cart?
That's electric.
Okay. Four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive?
No, it's just two-wheel.
Wow. Have you ever gotten it stuck?
So this is the place where a bunch of people actually get their cars stuck, and sometimes you'll see just cars stuck there, and people have to get them out with trucks. So this is an area that you can get stuck, but I got it stuck no times at all.
Nice.
Just powered through all the sand and everything, so it's pretty awesome.
Hey, I've also got to do a big one of these for Metro Drones. Thank you for the super chat, Metro Drones. Happy New Year to you. It was great seeing you last year at Ken Heron's meetup. I hope I get to see you again this year at Spin Up or some other such thing. But thanks, man. Really appreciate the magnificent purple $50 super chat. That's awesome. Wow. So I have to tell you a quick story. I had a Jeep when I was right out of school. I had a CJ7, 1984 CJ7, and I think I've told this before. And this is not really bragging, I don't think. I'm just saying it because I thought it was amazing. I bought it used for $5,000, and I kept it for 5 years, and I sold it for $5,000 5 years later. Like, it just held its value. It was in great shape when I bought it, and it was great shape. But I did get it stuck in Port Aransas one time, and I didn't know the difference between four-wheel high and four-wheel low at the time. It was my first four-wheel drive vehicle. So I had it in four-wheel high, and I couldn't get it out. And finally, somebody told me to put it in four-wheel low, and I was able to get it out.
That's funny.
Yeah. So.
Well, at least you learned the difference.
Yeah. Well. Now it's all just push button, right? I mean, at the time, you had to get out and lock the hubs and do all this other crazy stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, it's all easy now. But have you even had a four-wheel vehicle since then? 'Cause you had that little Subaru thing, didn't you?
Yeah, the Subaru was all-wheel drive. My current Honda is all-wheel drive too, but not. Yeah. I think there's a difference between four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive.
Yeah, there definitely is. But I mean, they'll still get you unstuck in most cases.
Yeah. Well, my Honda has like a snow button and a sand button and a mud button, and I've only used the mud button. I haven't had a chance to use the sand or snow yet, but supposedly it does better traction.
Did you actually take it mudding?
I went camping a few weeks ago. It's actually, I was supposed to do First Friday. It was the first Friday of December, and that's why it got moved. I went camping, and it was pretty muddy out where we were, and so and the roads are all dirt roads or like just paths to the campgrounds. And by the way, quick hello to Marcel Robert. Thank you for the $5 Canadian super chat. He says, hoping 2021 I will be able to travel and fly with some great people. Keep up the great content, positive attitude, respects, and Happy New Year. Same to you, Marcel. I do hope, actually, I'm really hoping to get to make it down to Canada or up to Canada this summer and maybe visit with Captain Drone because he's been doing a lot of cool videos. I don't know if you guys watch his channel, but if you don't, you should check it out. So the other one I wanted to show that you shot was this here, and hopefully the volume is good so that people can still hear you. What are we looking at now?
So this is actually the, I guess it's just a water channel in between Galveston and Bolivier Peninsula. So this is actually considered a road because it has a ferry, and the ferry is actually free. So a lot of people actually commute from Bolivier Peninsula, which basically has nothing, over to Galveston, which actually has some stuff. And it's a huge ferry, so you can actually see there was actually a V on there. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that wasn't your RV? I thought that was yours. Oh, okay,
no.
Okay. I saw it. And I thought maybe it was yours. So, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was able to get some aerial footage of this, and this is where I almost lost the drone due to one of the batteries expanding.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember you. So this was right before our last show.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you did. It was your Mavic 2, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that would be a rough one to lose.
But yeah, it's really cool to experience it in person down below, but also get the aerial footage of it up from high as well.
Yeah. Were you on it when you were flying?
I was not. No, I didn't have that big of balls. Just
that would be something to take off while it's moving, and yeah, that would be. And
I'm sure someone would yell at me. I'm pretty sure they didn't see me whenever I was getting it from the air, so I was good.
Hey, we've got somebody in the chat named Big Rick's Haberdashery. I love that name, Big Rick. Thank you for joining us. And if you truly do you know what a haberdashery is, Philip?
I do not.
I believe it's a place for men's hats. A place for if anybody can tell us, Big Bill or Big Rick, if you can tell us what a haberdashery is, I think it's where men get super hats. So Brad Alston just gave us a $10 super chat as well. Just kicked 2020 out the back door and welcome 2021 in the front door. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year to you too, Brad, and everyone in there. So I wanted to shift gears for just a second and talk a little bit about the FAA rulings. I don't want to get into a whole lot of detail, but I've read. So I watched the video from. I've watched quite a few videos actually, but I watched the whole thing from. It's pretty long, from 51 Drones, and then I was reading some stuff that Doc Murdoch was putting online, and my understanding is that we have 2.5 years before we have to, like 30 months before we have to have this equipment in our drones. Is that your understanding, Philip?
So the manufacturers have 18 months to get it implemented, and then there's an extra year on top of that. So 2.5 years before it's required for someone to have it implemented, like the consumer level.
And then this is not an internet broadcast device. It's a local broadcast device. So it's something that you won't have to have internet connection to be able to fly. Is that your understanding as well?
That's correct. I think they're going to have some type of registry so that you can, translate that to a real person. But yeah, it's going to be a locally broadcasting radio, so that way, they can. If you're flying somewhere you shouldn't be, people can scan the air basically and see who you are. Right.
Yeah. Well, and I definitely appreciated Russ's summary. If you get a chance to watch it, go watch it. The only thing in Russ's thing that he was concerned about the privacy of that broadcast, which I could see the privacy concern, but he was concerned more from somebody coming and hassling you or robbing you of your drone or something like that. And I tend to think hopefully that wouldn't be an issue. I mean, people see me today flying my drone and generally leave me alone.
It's kind of like Bluetooth identifiers, right? So those are actually anonymous, but you can actually scan the devices around you and figure out which Bluetooth devices were around you. So that's something you can do presently with mobile devices. That's kind of extended though. So if anyone has the ability to scan the air for the devices, and if anyone has the ability to then translate that from a from an ID to a name or even an address, then that's going to be concerning for sure.
Well, I guess you would think that would be a law enforcement thing, that there would be, or FAA thing that they could do it. By the way, real quick, Joe Blaylock, Happy New Year. Are we ready for 2021? 2345 2345. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. By the way, Joe Blaylock has a great channel too. He lives in a really beautiful area, and I love watching him fly over all of his animals and such. I think it's Pennsylvania. But anyway, and then the other thing that was announced by the FAA was that there will be more leeway for Part 107 pilots to be able to fly over people and fly at night, right?
Yeah, specifically 107 pilots. So it doesn't give people who are recreationally, not like us, people who are recreational, they don't have the ability to do it. For people who are Part 107, the flying at night requires a recurrent test that actually has special considerations for flying at night. Additionally, I think you have to have a light on it that will go for 3 nautical miles.
Three statute miles?
3 some type of miles.
Yeah.
And then also there's some other considerations too. And also you can fly over people now as well. But there's some weird wording in that I'm not quite sure how to interpret. I haven't listened to everyone else's opinion. I like to actually read the FAA docs myself and interpret it. But it says that you can't have propellers, or you can't have things that will shear someone's skin. So
right. I saw that.
If your propellers break, or they're intended to break when they hit someone's skin, that might be fine. Or if they're the kind that folds, that might be okay. Or if there's some type of something on your device that makes it so that if it stops rotating, that it doesn't continue to try to rotate. Or I guess maybe if you have some type of cage around it. But those are all considerations that you have to keep in mind if you're going to be flying over people. It also still might be good to have something like the parachute that we tried that one time on the Phantom 4.
Yeah, only on a less windy day, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I know. For example, with the Mavic Mini, I've put my finger in it just to see, and that was not the smartest thing, but just to see what would happen, and it doesn't. You barely feel it. That one and the Parrot Anafi, both very thin propellers that are really flexible, and so basically when if it hits something, it almost just stops. Oops, sorry about that. But I also think that. Propped or ducted props are going to be more common on quads for that sort of purpose going forward, or at least maybe, they had those really clunky prop guards you could put on quads. I feel like that's going to be refined with better materials, lighter weight, and more efficient. There's ways to do it that doesn't decrease or add a lot of weight to the drone. So anyway, all of that said, I want to show you guys something. Now, this is very unlike my normal shows. This is kind of a newsy kind of thing, and I don't think Philip has seen this yet. This is footage from a friend of mine who has his Part 107. He has an Inspire 2 actually, with I don't even know what camera's on it, but a very expensive camera on it. He does a lot of sports shooting here in town, so he's big on formerly with football until that was over. Anyway, he was doing some B-roll shots for one of the sports networks over downtown Austin. Again, Part 107, he's flying over water. He's following all the rules, and look what happens here. Check it out. You'll see. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Watch again.
Close.
Watch again. Okay,
so
and then I slowed it down. So it was actually 60p. So I interpreted footage at 30. So this shot is now quarter speed. And then you'll see it a couple more times. But yeah, it was a Mavic going by.
So I think that it's, granted, you gotta keep in mind it's a little bit deceiving, right? Because it's probably further away than it appears. But that's still pretty close.
He said he saw it in his screen, and he was super, super shocked. And this is the kind of thing to me that makes you wonder if actually remote ID would have been helpful, because it might have been a case where he could have seen the other pilot was there and gone and talked to him, because he said he didn't see a drone pilot anywhere near there. Like he never figured out who it was. Now, this is all shot from the Town Lake side, the what's the Zilker Park side, Auditorium Shores side of the lake. So he wasn't flying over cars, fortunately. But just imagine if that drone had hit his Inspire. I mean, what a mess that would have been.
For sure. That would have been a lot of money down the proverbial drain, right?
Right in the water. Well, so I was actually able to do some enhancements to this video to be able to see it. I'm going to show you guys what I found. I'm kind of suspicious about what this is here, but yeah, that's the drone that was going by, and so not sure whose that is, but it sure looks familiar to me. All right, I intentionally did a bad job of photoshopping that, by the way, so that nobody would think I was serious. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, that was the only time that this video has ever been played. He gave it to me, asked me not to use his name, etc., but said I could play it. So there you go. So speaking of that was a near miss. Now I want to show you guys something that wasn't a near miss. We have had a couple of really great meetups down in New Braunfels, thanks to Kai, who is Lone Star UAV. He's in the chat, I believe. Kai has showed us this field, the sports field. It's just amazing to fly at. Has a big long road. Jerry and Chris came down from the Dallas area, Mesquite area, and they brought lots of quads. And Jerry brought a race car, RC race car. So anyway, I was chasing the RC race car, and Kai and I had a little bit of an incident. Now, for those of you that haven't met Kai, he can be a little intimidating, and his drone can be too. So let's check it out. All right, I'm here in Canyon Lake, Texas. We've got Mike. Came down from Dallas area.
Howdy.
Looking good in that shirt and that
Thank you, and the hat.
Yeah.
The hat that my daughter and kids want me to throw away.
Oh, they do?
They want. I told no way.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, man. I got more if they need them. We got Chris and Jerry over here.
What's up, Kelly?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to.
I brought some of the little ones.
Yeah, a little tiny one.
Yeah, I brought a couple
Little
of
beginner
little
drones.
ones. Yeah.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get some new stuff
You got
going.
a car?
Yeah, actually, I brought my Slash.
Oh man!
And I brought
This
this.
would be a fun spot to run it up and
I
down.
wish I knew how to put this thing together. I don't know.
Oh,
how to make it work.
Kai's great at those.
I'm gonna have to get him to help me.
Here's what I got here in the back. Bunch of different stuff. Gonna fly the Phantom 4 today a little bit. Haven't flown that in a while. And also a couple of Gep RC and my newbie drones 6S in that container there. Getting there.
I just get it twisted around. Coming back is the hard
Yeah, I was
part.
gonna say it's good practice for line of sight flying, right?
Yep.
Front back.
Don't take him down.
That's how
Look
you
at there.
stop it.
Yeah.
Just run
It's
into
fun.
it.
It is a lot of fun. You gotta have one of these too. So when your weather doesn't cooperate, at least you have something fun to do.
When I fly, I won't fly alone. I'm gonna fly with Ready, Set, Drone. 'Cause Ready, Set, Drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free. Flying with friends of the life for me. Ready, Set, Drone is my community. Toggles and rotors in FPV. Props and motors and ESCs. Gimbals and cameras are what we used to fly. Sharing stories and swapping tales. Amazing triumphs and epic fails. How will you know if you don't even try? Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. Spin up your props and plug in your phones. Fly with us, we'll think that you'll agree. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. others will think that you'll agree. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so free.
Apparently Kai was offended by my bad German or something because he just took me out of the air.
Well, you got in the way.
Bully. Big German bully. Er hat ein Vogel. All right, I'm gonna go see if we can find it. You can hear it beeping? Crying for help? Well, I did watch this morning a video of Nurk climbing through an icy here, you want to hold that for a sec?
Yeah.
He was going through a very icy lake up in Indiana, or a little pond. Now I'm going to go through a much less icy ditch here in Texas. But you know, Texas ditch equals Indiana pond any day.
Any day.
Just saying. Okay. Can I get around over here? There goes Chris Hope, cruising along. Hey Chris, yo. I can hear it hitting something.
Yeah, I think it's hitting the antenna.
Yeah.
Hey, we could get one of them tires and roll over here and throw it in the middle.
Oh, it's all right.
Over on it.
I think if I go over, I'm just gonna look and see if there's a way across and around. I just don't really want to get my shoes all wet because I'm not as tough as Nurk. Coming for you, baby. Aha. All right, let's see. How do we get up there? She's a little upset. Maybe even you two. Yeah, so
There you go.
this represents my little toothpick drone, and that represents the big 6S that smashed into it and sent it flying.
5S.
Oh, 5S, sorry.
5 and 6S.
But it still probably weighs about, I don't know, 4 times this one,
Yeah, probably.
5 times this one. There's the little victim that got whacked, and there's the culprit. It's yeah, it's kind of. I think this one owes it a ride. We should strap it on the back and let it. It's just gonna ride on the back from now on. You're gonna have to carry me out. Look at how dirty yours got too. Is that just from landing?
That's on the landing.
Oh, okay. It's all good. Look at the stickers. These things are nasty.
You have to plug it up and then find out what it's set on.
Well, bring that thing over.
Beggar's lice.
The factory one?
Beggars lice.
Yeah.
Yeah, little leeches. They're not.
Do you have a search mode?
They really stick to you.
Yeah, I just do.
Although they're not as bad today, I think,
Turn
because
it
it's
on
wet.
and then
They're a
do the
little.
search
Well,
mode,
no.
wake up, and then you see.
So Chris, you're flying the. I think it's the Bugs 8. How do you like it?
It's a cool little drone, yeah, for sure.
And you're in stabilized mode, right?
Yeah, I haven't looked into acro mode yet.
I think you hold down one of those little. I think you hold down one of those little trim buttons to put it into acros. Well, I think you do it, as I recall. It's been a while.
I'm gonna
try landing.
Yeah, you should be fine. Kill it. Spin it up. seems like a lower pitch.
It is a little pitch. It is a little quiet.
It's like not quite as high pitched as the other one. Looking good, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm still learning. This FPV stuff's not as easy as it looks.
You got some pretty serious antenna going on there.
Yeah, they're I forgot the name of them. They have a pretty good reputation. The guy gave them to me with the kit that I just bought recently, so
Nice.
I like them. They hold a real good image. I mean, I usually lose, but then again, I'll just put that immersion RC on here, so we call it not immersion. What's it called? Dang it. I can't remember the name of it now. It's this red one.
Flying with the Tyrannus.
Yeah. It's an older radio, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I got a Tyrannus as well. I like it too.
Now, this is a new.
Chris Hope in the goggles over here.
Yes, sir.
If Santa flew FPV, this is what it'd look like.
Ho, ho, ho.
What do you got in the air?
The Tiny Hawk Freestyle.
You're doing pretty good with it.
Coming right over us.
All right. There it goes. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds a lot better. Before it had kind of a rattle to it.
I had the antenna got in the way for some reason.
That one sounds, I like the sound of that one when it's all clear.
It is very cool to fly.
Oh, go over to the goalpost. Not that goalpost, but the other one. There's an eagle, or there's a bird up, a big bird up on top of the goalpost.
Where's that at?
It's behind you.
Behind me, okay.
You need to do left turn, and go straight. Now go down, and you'll see that bird on the goalpost. You see it?
I see him.
See if he... Oh, yeah. He didn't like that.
No, he didn't like it.
All right, Chris Hope is about to fly the Alpha here. Little guy right here. And it's his first time with digital on.
There it goes. It went dark for a second, Kelly.
Is it back?
It's back.
Okay.
There we go.
You got it?
Reset.
Oh, did you, is it, are you good? You
Yeah,
seen
I'm
it?
good,
Okay.
I'm good.
So yeah, just go ahead, pull that. Yep, there you go. There you go.
Oh, sweet. Good gosh almighty. What a difference.
Yeah, it really does.
Welcome to the light side so you can see where you're going.
Man. Well, I'll fly this rest of the day now.
Converted someone else?
He's flying the Alpha.
Running somebody else.
First time on digital.
Fly?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and look how far away you are.
Oh, no breakup.
All right, Lee came in a little late. Lee, where you live?
San Antonio.
And you got your Osmo action as well.
Yep. Same connector.
Yeah.
But I like the mount for. I use a microphone on here, directional, with the dead cat.
Yeah, I got the same
Yeah.
same thing on there. I just don't have the mic on it right now. So it's right here.
Works out real well.
Yeah.
Been
Well,
real
good to see you,
happy.
man. Thanks for coming out. Hey, can you turn that light on for me on your hat? It's not
Look
on.
up right in the daylight.
It's not on.
Huh?
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Whoa. Yeah, that is bright.
At nighttime, it really helps us hands-free.
Hands-free light. Yep. No, I like that.
Boys, the price of the toys.
That's right. There's a bit of money in these toys.
The wife doesn't have a clue.
Just wrapped up a great time with all those guys. Getting ready to head back to Austin. But wow, that was fun. Lots of good flying and a few good crashes. Can't beat that. Thanks for watching.
That looked like a fun time.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was really fun. I I know that video was long, and I wanted to tell everybody that when I first cut it together, it was actually a lot longer. I had to cut a lot of stuff out. I mean, we were there pretty much all day. It was raining at first, but flew a lot of FPV, chased some fixed wings with drones, chased that car, crashed, had a good time. So, Philip, what I was saying is maybe if, from Galveston, it's near San Antonio, so that's probably, 4 hours to come up?
About that. I don't think I was invited either. I didn't get a formal invitation.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, maybe next time. I'll let you know. I think actually Kai is talking about January 23rd for the next one. Kai, can you correct me if I'm wrong there? But yeah, I mean, it was awesome. We had Michael Wright came down from Dallas. We had Chris Hope down from Athens. We had Jerry down from Mesquite. Lots of people coming in. So very, very cool. Good time. Kai even fixed my drone. I say fixed it, basically just bent everything back into place and put the camera in the right position and wiped it off for me. And it flew just fine. So it was all good. It was a good time. So Chris Hope, as you saw there, was rocking the FPV in that video. And so speaking of Chris Hope, who came down for that, let's check out his video, which is much shorter because it's called 2 Minutes of Hope. Yo, what'd you think?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of
nice little cut.
Kind of like a year in review. Lots of good stuff in there. SpinDown, of course. Saw so many familiar faces, and then that last meetup and Chris Hope's house or ranch where he flies a lot. Beautiful spot. I'd love to go fly out there sometime.
Yeah, I think you could take some lessons from him for cutting videos short.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's why you don't get invited to things, Philip. So what's next on the agenda for you? Are you going back to work Monday?
Yeah, I am. Just normal work from here on. I don't have too much planned for next year yet, besides going to Big Bend. We're going to be going to Big Bend end of February.
Nice. Now, you can't actually fly in the park because it's a national park, but you can fly in a lot of areas around there. I flew all around in Terlingua. There is a small airport in Terlingua, or Lajitas, I think, but beautiful. Have you been there before?
Yeah, I've been to the national park and the state park. So the state park is a lot like the national park. Well, it's not exactly like it, but you can fly there with permission of the supervisor or whatever.
Right.
So I almost got permission last time, but the person was out of office. They actually gave me permission after I was there to fly.
Yeah, you had left, and they were like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
But I might or might not know someone who has flown in the Big Bend National Park and got some cool footage.
What do you do? I mean, do you have like a piece of paper from somebody, or do you say, "Hey, John said it's okay," or how does that work when you get permission from the park ranger or whoever?
So that was, I think, they were just going to email me. I didn't get a piece of paper. I wasn't going to get a piece of paper or anything.
What do you do when somebody stops you and says, "Yo, what are you doing? You can't do that."
Well, I also might or might not know someone who flew in the Big Bend State Park as well, and there was no one around to stop them from flying. So
yeah. Well,
I think
they're big areas, like lots of space and very few people. So it's kind of your odds of getting caught, and if you don't do anything stupid. But it's good to follow the proper channels.
For sure, yeah. So I think that if anyone did talk to you, you could just show them that email or whatever. But I don't think it'd be that deep. Except for the national park. The national park, I'm sure they would give you some type of official writing or something that would make it. Right.
Probably harder to get permission too. But so you're going to stay in Galveston for a little while. You might come join us in January if we meet up down in New Braunfels, maybe.
Yeah. I would say that we could do that.
Yeah, it's a really, really awesome place to fly. Last time we arrived and it was pouring rain for about half an hour, and then the rest of the day was beautiful. And the nice thing about the rain is nobody else showed up to the park. It basically was ours, and it's a huge space, but bad weather sometimes can be your friend in those instances.
For sure.
So you're wearing the classic 2017 Ready Set Drone sky blue shirt. I've got the Spin Up Hero shirt on. There are many variations of this shirt, and I am getting new shirts made for the flight crew. So hopefully most of the people in the flight crew have a flight crew shirt already. If you don't, I'm working on getting new ones. I know there's a lot of big sizes out there, and actually it's been hard to find a printer who can print me some of the bigger sizes, but I found somebody, actually the guy who does it for me normally found the shirts. He's getting them printed. They're going to be really cool. So if you already have a flight crew shirt, I probably won't give you another one yet, but if you don't have one yet, I will get you a flight crew shirt. So look out for those coming up really soon. I also just wanted to say, it makes me so very happy when people wear my shirts. Chris Hope actually sent me a link to this, and I was like, I hadn't even seen it. I was like, hey, that's Nurk being interviewed and wearing my shirt. So I was pretty psyched about that. And then I don't know if Rick Halber is back yet, but Rick Halber sent me this, and I love it when cute kids wear shirt as well.
Thank you, Kelly, for the Legos and the shirts.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Especially to see more girls getting into flying drones and wearing Ready Set Drone gear. Any requests as far as the new shirt goes, Philip? Like material or design or?
So I actually really like this color.
Should it say Ready Set Drone featuring Philip?
No, we don't need that.
Okay.
I kind of like this design too over the RSD, like in the badge style. I don't know. I think your shirts are mostly really soft and really comfy. So just keep on doing what you're doing. I don't have any complaints.
Oh wow,
that's which is surprising.
That is surprising. That doesn't happen very often. So, yeah, man, that was. I'm glad to hear it. The new shirts will be made of the same material, and the kind of soft, the material that people seem to like. And then what I'm actually doing is the Ready Set Drone logo on the front and the flight crew on the back. So they'll be flight crew shirts. And then if anybody wants a just plain Ready Set Drone shirt, you can get that, but you have to be in the flight crew to get a flight crew shirt. So there you go.
Nice.
And again, you know what? I forgot about two things. It's time to do some giveaways because we're coming up on an hour.
Well, what?
I believe, yeah, and Eric Manwarin, I know I'm actually working on that. So I saw Eric's comment in the chat. We're coming up on an hour, so I've got two things I'm going to give away. Number one, I'm going to give away this Potenzic 4K drone right here. It was flown for a review that I did and then put right back in the box and has not been flown since. It has 2 batteries, has a 4K camera, comes with everything you need to fly, has GPS, brushless motors. It's not a bad little drone. I just have too many of them, so I'm going to give it away. And then I'm going to announce the subscriber of the month right after that. So you're going to want to stay tuned. If you are a normal viewer of this channel, or someone that I've met or hung out with, or has been just a generally nice person, then you could be the subscriber of the month. And that person gets a lot of cool stuff as well. So let's start with the question for the Potenzic. Do you want to read the question? Do you have it there, Philip, or do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'll read it for you. In Ready Set Drone's review on YouTube, he demos Circle Flight. How many satellites does the drone have locked in during that demo?
Now, the way you win is email contest@readysetdrone.com. Do not put it in the chat. If you put it in the chat, I will not count it, and the first person to email it to me is going to be the winner. So email contest@readysetdrone.com. Thank you for putting that in there. And that is the question, once again, is in my review of this drone right here, the Potenzic 4K GPS drone, camera drone. I do a demo of the Circle. It's called the Circle Flight, and it's a feature that it does. How many satellites were locked in? You can see it on the screen. So you got to go find that. Email it to contest@readysetdrone. Again, don't put it in the chat, because if you put it in the chat, everybody's going to know the answer, and then your odds of winning go down. So find it, email it to contest@readysetdrone. Tomorrow morning, I will go look at my emails, and the first one that got me the right answer will be the winner, and I will ship them this drone next week, along with Mike Miller's drone, his Flash, or his not Flash, Spark. So, sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Speaking of contests, can I throw out a contest that Outdoorish is doing?
Yeah. What's Outdoorish up to?
So we actually have a contest going on where we're giving away a cooler that's actually inflatable, and it rolls up to be very small. So I'm posting a link to that contest in the chat.
Nice.
If you're interested in winning that, as well as some cool cups, we're giving that away. And the contest ends January 7th, I think.
And remember, Outdoorish is primarily an Instagram thing, right? So if you aren't following Outdoorish on Instagram, you should. I say this every time. My wife loves it. I do too. I like to see what those guys are up to. But it's really cool if you like the RV life and someone who likes to fly drones and stuff and be out taking cool pictures and doing these adventures on the road. Outdoorish is a great way to do it, following their Instagram. So now it is time for the subscriber of the month. Now, I actually realized that I missed last month because the regular First Friday didn't happen when it usually happens, and I was doing the Winter Wonderland. By the way, if you haven't watched that, just go back and watch a few minutes of it was on the 18th, I believe, my last live stream. It was actually pretty amazing. I went back and watched it, and the look of it was really cool. So it wasn't
very
me.
Cheesy.
It was very 1970s Christmas special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas special, or Frosty the Snowman. But what I want to tell you about now is the Subscriber of the Month. So Subscriber of the Month is an award that I give out almost every month, and it is for someone who has been supporting the channel, has been positive in the chat, has been on a lot of the live streams, commenting on videos, and maybe someone that just, I met or talked to and just really enjoyed getting to know. And in this case, it is the latter, someone that I met at SpinDown. He's actually, I believe, a resident of Colorado. And the January Subscriber of the Month 2021 is Harley FPV. So Harley FPV, I think he's in the chat. Let's see. Harley. Yep, he looks like he's still in the chat. Harley FPV, it was awesome meeting you at SpinDown. It was awesome flying with you. It was awesome bowling with you. I really hope that you get to come to more of those events. And man, you're living the life on that Harley. He literally drives a Harley and flies drones. So that's almost as cool as an RV and a golf cart.
Yeah, I still can't get over how dangerous motorcycles are, in my opinion. So, I mean, I could probably do a 3-wheel, but I'm not really a
I actually
person.
Oh, you mean one of those big trikes?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the people that ride them, that have been riding them for a while, I know, like Tropic, Tony rides a Harley as well, I believe, and I think you have to be serious about it. You got to wire the right gear. protect yourself, be smart, all that good stuff. But Harley FPV, I just want to say congrats to you and thank you for coming to SpinDown. And it was really great to meet you there. And I need to get your address. So actually, Harley, I will email you, and you can email me your mailing address so I can send you a little prize package and say thank you for being an awesome subscriber. So again, in my review of the circle flight on the Potenzic drone, how many satellites did I have? Email that to contest@ReadySetDrone. I'm really going to try this year to be better about doing a show every Friday. So it's going to be first Friday on the first Friday of each month, and then it's going to be Speed Dial on the other Fridays. Next week, I'll have Ed Ricker on for Speed Dial, and then I have Nick Burns. Do you know who Nick Burns is?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't recall who it is.
He's like a really badass FPV tiny whoop pilot. Like he flies these things. I watch him fly these things around his house at high speeds. So I'll have him on in a couple of weeks. I'm going to have some folks from Emacs on. I've got some good guests lined up, so I'm looking forward to that. So try to tune in every Friday at 7. If I can't make it for some reason, I'll try to let you guys know in advance. But man, what a great time it's been tonight. Philip, you got any final words before we sign off?
I don't think I do.
All right. Well,
I can ask Alexa real quick.
No, let's leave her out of it. Yeah. So again, every Friday it'll be either first Friday or Speed Dial here on Ready Set Drones channel. Philip, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I want to close out with a version of the Ready Set Drone song from somebody that I don't think is in the chat tonight, but a lot of you guys. Sorry about that. I think I confused everybody by throwing Dennis's picture up there and not telling you why. Because I'm going to play a song, the version of the Ready Set Drone song that he did. So that's how we'll close the show. Thanks to everyone for joining tonight. I'll see you next Friday with Ed Ricker on Speed Dial, and you guys take it easy.
When I fly, I won't fly alone. I'm gonna fly with Ready Set Drone, 'cause Ready Set Drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free, flying with drones is the life for me, 'cause Ready Set Drone is my community. Now goggles and rotors and FPVs, props and motors and ESCs, gimbals and cameras are what we use to fly. Sharing stories and swapping tales, amazing triumphs and epic fails. How will you know if you don't ever try? Oh, Ready Set Drone, Ready Set Drone. Spin up your props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready Set Drone, Ready Set Drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. So when I fly, I won't fly alone. I'm gonna fly with Ready Set Drone. Ready Set Drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free, flying with friends is the life for me. Ready Set Drone is my community. Ready Set Drone, Ready Set Drone. Spin up your props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready Set Drone, Ready Set Drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so